Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. It's hard to believe we're finally here. For years, we've been talking about 2020, and we finally made it. Thinking about our school's history from 1820, our first 100 years to 1920, and now our bicentennial. We're excited for the events to come. Before I get into this month's updates, I'd like to thank those of you who supported our annual appeal. We have received several donations, and we hope that those of you who haven't given yet will consider it. Thank you especially to those of you who have supported the school for the first time this year. I'll start with an update for you about the gymnasium renovations. You know that we had them scheduled and we were expecting them to be wrapped up by December 31st. As it happens with construction projects on a fairly typical basis, there were delays, and that happened for us as well. The delays for us were in large part due to waiting on a City of Philadelphia permit. It required a specific approval, which they had to wait for quite a while. They finally got the permit and thought that instead of December 31st, the project would be wrapped up by January 6th. We were informed that now we still need to wait about 2 more weeks. The electrical system needed approval for a permit from the city to be done in the bathrooms, and so that should be wrapped up first, but the gymnasium floor has a couple other steps still involved. The coating that goes on top of the floor needs to get painted on 5 times. If, however, there's an issue with the heat, that can cause a big problem with the drying process. Typically, it's a 2-day drying process per coat. So if it's 1 coat and then waiting 2 days, that speeds the process along. Because of our heating problem, though, the heat wasn't working, and that 2 days turned into 5 days per coat. We were able to fix the heating, and now that system is back up and running, so the project should move along much more quickly now. We have several other elements of the gymnasium, including painting all of the walls white, putting in new bleachers, and what's exciting about the bleachers is that they won't actually be here until March, but they will increase our seating capacity. Our old bleachers could accommodate 258 people, and our new ones will accommodate 405. That means even more of you can come support our students and come to our games. We're also excited to let you know that if you're coming on campus for tournaments and other things, we appreciate the patience that you've been showing throughout this process. We know that our coaches and staff have been very accommodating. In the short term, it's been inconvenient, but in the long term, we should see a dramatic improvement in the use of that space. The next opportunity to come on campus is for our homecoming on February 1st against the Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf. You'll see our brand new unveiling of our gymnasium. We will have the girls' game at 1 o'clock and the boys' game at 2:30. Additional details are always available online at our website. We also have the girls' basketball tournament coming up with the ESDAA Division I, February 7th to 9th at the Lexington School for the Deaf in New York. We also have the boys' tournament and the cheerleading tournament being hosted here at PSD February 14th, 15th, and 16th. Look at our website for the additional details, especially in terms of the cost for the combo ticket. I want to make sure you're all aware, if you're coming on campus, that you should see some changes related to our new visual alert system. The company that we've hired to come in and do all of the visual alert installations is called Layer Solutions, and they've worked with several other schools for the deaf as well. We're looking forward to this new system because it includes several components. One is a visual component on screens throughout the campus, where once an alert goes out, the screens will light up and show the image. There's also scrolling LED signage that's a part of the system as well. Those alerts will be in the school throughout the building as well as exterior spaces. So if you're on the field watching a soccer game, you'll see those LED signs there as well. In addition to that, we're also thrilled that we'll be able to use it for our internal announcements and updates from the head of school and other people signing in ASL. We're thrilled to be able to provide equal access both visually and auditorily for people to have information. All of our staff and faculty here, including our students, will also have that full access. The whole process of getting Layered Solutions in place will be 3 phases, so we are starting with phase 1, which is installing the technology. It will impact our entire campus, so we had to get money from the state to be able to offset the costs for this new system. Last but not least, I want to make sure that you're all aware that we are thrilled to have the support of our board. They have shared with our staff that they will make it possible for everyone who works here, faculty and staff, to be able to go to the PSD Bicentennial Gala free of charge. They're making this possible for our staff in recognition of all the hard work that everyone put in to receive the accreditation for the first time in PSD's history. There's also been a lot of improvements throughout the school, and that's in large part due to the support of our board. So thank you so much for all the ways that the school has benefited positively from your support. Take care.